Raider Automotive is a full-service repair shop, collision center, and the only triple Raider Automotive is a full-service repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or major collision this winter, or a deer finds your vehicle, Raider Auto can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all your vehicle's repairs. Raider Auto on Highway 3 South in Northfield, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Or find us at RaiderAutomotive.net. Go Raiders!
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Burst pipe or water damage? No problem. Call the experts at Service Master by Ayat. Hi, this is Beth Ayat. Our staff is trained and certified to assist you with any water damage after a burst pipe or leaky water. Locally owned since 1995, Service Master by Ayat will be there in your time of need.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Many people tell me they've heard horror stories about all the drops needed after cataract surgery. Well, fear no more. At Ritchie Eye and LASIK, Dr. Miller and Dr. Reinsbach are dropless. That's right. No need for medicated eye drops before or after your cataract surgery. I love dropless for my cataract surgery, and you will too.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
How can I help you today?
I don't think I'm in the right place. I have big dreams, like crab brewery-sized dreams.
I like it.
Your bank is very,
Cozy?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We prefer more personal interactions. We dedicate the majority of our space to our customers' dreams.
Wow. Look at that.
I know, it never gets old.
Wow, this is way bigger than your office.
Ho, ho, ho! It's time to celebrate the year-end closeout at Northfield Ford Chrysler. Give yourself the gift of 23% off select Ford products and interest rates as low as 0% on Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram products. But don't forget, vehicle trades have never been worth more. Don't wait for a better deal. Happy holidays from Northfield Ford Chrysler. When you're ready for an extraordinary sales experience, we're ready to serve anytime at FordandNorthfield.com and open 6 days a week, located on Highway 3 here in Northfield. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
Good afternoon. Usually we say good evening, ladies and gentlemen, but it's afternoon. It is currently 2 o'clock and like 21 or 12 degrees here at Northfield, in the Northfield area. We are broadcasting live from the College of St. Olaf. St. Olaf College here in Northfield. Eric Thomas here on play-by-play this afternoon. And to my left, you can't really see him, but it's Lincoln is going to be my color guy in the producer chair. We got Joey, and on the camera, we have our fearless leader, Lance. So it's going to be a great afternoon of high school hockey. Northfield and the Panthers out of Lakeville North, they just wrapped up the JV game. That final score on the Heritage Bank scoreboard update, we'll give you that here really quick. The game went into overtime, and the final score there was 2-1. And Lincoln, you got to have some insider information here because you know some of the players on the high school hockey team here. What has been some of the thoughts after school on Friday going into tonight's or this afternoon's matchup?
Yeah, they looked pretty good, and they won their Thursday night game. I think it was against who'd they play?
Mankato East.
Yeah, Mankato East. They won 4-1. I wasn't there, but I heard it was a great game, and you know, they've had a lot of great leaders come out, and they've been scoring a lot of these goals. One of those was Will Cashin. He's got 23 points already this season, and Griffin Canali, who's got 15. So, gonna love to see what they can do this game, and hopefully can pull out a win.
All right, and let's talk a little bit about this week. Tonight, or this afternoon. Like we mentioned, the Lakeville North Panthers are coming into town to take on the Raiders, and that's at the St. Olaf Ice Arena here in the Skoglund Athletics Center. After opening their season with an 8-4 win over Century, the Panthers dropped their next 3 games to Lakeville South, Rosemont, and Spring Lake Park, Coon Rapids. Lakeville North operating out of the Section 1-2A, bringing in a 3-game win streak into tonight's contest with Northfield. But on the other side of the puck on Thursday night, like you mentioned, Northfield battled the snowy roads and traveled south of the area, just down the highway to Mankato East, and they battled the Cougars from Mankato East Loyola, and that was a 3-2, 4-5 Big Nine Conference matchup at the All Seasons Arena. The Raiders jumped out to a 2-0 lead thanks to a first period goal from, as you mentioned, Lincoln, Will Cashin and Michael Stewart. Mankato East scored the only goal of the second period at the 10:47 mark, but Northfield wasn't done yet. Will Cashin would get his second goal of the game with 1:40 left to go in the game to give the Raiders a 3-1 lead. Less than 2 minutes later, it was Griffin Kennelly putting the game on ice with his first goal of the night with only 4 seconds left on the clock. So they won it by the skin of their teeth, more or less. And Northfield's Gavin Winter got the starting goal and picked up his second actually consecutive win in as many starts as he turned away 13 of the 14 shots that he faced in the 4-1 victory for the Raiders. Cashin finished the game with 2 goals and 1 assist. So their play matchups here on the Northfield bench, they run deep. They have really good power play and power forwards, power defenders, and they have a really good netminder in Gavin Winter. But we'll get to the starting lineups here in just a little while. But we're going to take a quick timeout right here on Northfield Live, and we'll be back with the coaches' interviews. We talked with Coach Jake Taylor and Coach Luckcraft for Lakeville and Northfield, respectively. We'll have those interviews. Those are coming up right after this on Northfield Live.
Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie, Ritchie Eye and LASIK. Many people tell me they've heard horror stories about all the drops needed after cataract surgery. Well, fear no more. At Ritchie Eye and LASIK, Dr. Miller and Dr. Reinsbach are dropless. That's right. No need for medicated eye drops before or after your cataract surgery. I love dropless for my cataract surgery, and you will too.
Ritchie Eye and LASIK in Faribault, your leader in advanced cataract surgery.
Heritage Dental Care in Northfield is a general dental clinic specializing in a variety of dental procedures and services. New patients and emergencies are welcomed 5 days a week. Heritage Dental Care is a proud supporter of Northfield Athletics and wish all of our athletes the best of luck this season. Make an appointment today with Dr. David Bruss, Dr. David Buck, or Dr. Michael Thompson. Go Raiders!
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. ServiceMaster by Ayatt's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call ServiceMaster.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you.
Whoa.
Hi, can I help you?
Yeah, my friend Jay and I are looking for our dream home, something big. Right now I feel like I'm living on top of him.
Great, let's talk mortgages.
Wait, your bank is looking
Cozy. Yeah, we like personal interactions. But as you can see, our vault still has plenty of space for our customers' dreams.
Wow. You took the words right out of my mouth.
And welcome back to Northfield Live. This afternoon's coaches' interviews are brought to you by LMR Media, providing local marketing and advertising that delivers results. Let us help your local business. Visit lmrmedia.org for more information. And we had a chance to talk to Coach Jake Taylor of the Lakeville North Panthers. And let's hear that conversation right now. And we're here on Northfield Live talking with the Lakeville North coach, Coach Jake Taylor. And Coach, how are your boys coming in to this afternoon game? Because it's usually a 7:15 matchup for all the games across the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's it's a little change of pace for sure and a different schedule, but I think the kids are excited, and obviously playing at the college rink is fun for them, so we're looking forward to it.
All right, very cool. And you guys were coming off of a very impressive win, a 6-3 win against Farmington the other night. What were some of your takeaways? What were some of the things that you were kind of looking at between then and tonight in practice? And what were just your overall thoughts on that game?
So we got off to a good start. We scored 4 goals in the first period, which was really good. We've been focusing on our starts this season, and so that was really well. Our power play was working well against Farmington, and I think the one thing that we're working on and trying to get better at is our penalty killing. So looking forward to some improvements in that today.
Yeah, and to be honest, with Northfield as well, their special team seems to be on a little bit of a workhorse type of mentality lately. They've been working a lot of bit on their special teams as well. As the special teams, penalty kills, power plays, that been kind of plaguing you guys, so to speak, over the course of the season?
So our power play, I think we're currently number 1 in the state, power play percentage. So our power play has been very good. Our penalty killing has been something that is for sure an opportunity for us to get better at. So we got one of our special teams clicking pretty good, and one of them that we're looking to improve on for sure.
All right, very cool. Well, you guys got a lot of time to work on that power play, penalty kill percentage coming up here, because your next game isn't until after the holidays.
Yep.
So you guys are going to be in a holiday tournament. Are you guys going to be doing any sort of land work, dry ice or dry land work or anything like that, or just coming in, doing a normal practice for like an hour or so, and then going off and doing the holiday tournament?
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a tough deal because we'll have 2 days off for Christmas. So we'll have 2 days without practice or any team functions. So we'll try to get some good practicing in Monday, Tuesday next week, and then let the guys enjoy the Christmas break with their families, and then we'll play on the 26th. So it is a couple days off, but it will go by pretty quick.
All right, very good. And you guys are taking on Northfield here this afternoon. What do you guys know about Northfield? What are you expecting your boys to kind of focus on and try to take into the holiday break and into that holiday tournament?
Yeah, so, they got a couple high-end players for sure that would be keen on tonight and trying to get some decent matchups there. But I think the big thing for us is just making sure that we are ready to play, that we establish ourselves in the game we want to play, and just really pay attention to our game plan and our system.
All right, very good. And one last question, Coach. Overall health of the team, everybody's still pretty healthy?
Yep, everything's going pretty well. We got a couple kids that are hurt and working through some injuries, but all in all, we're feeling pretty good.
All right, very good. Well, Coach, good luck today against Northfield, and good luck the rest of the way.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
That was Coach Jake Taylor for Lakeville North. We'll be right back on Northfield Live right after this.
The volume of positive feedback we receive about Northfield Live is at times overwhelming. So when one of you catches me before or after a game telling me thank you for being there, I try my best to stop what I'm doing and listen. I always try to communicate that we would not be able to provide this service without the advertising partners. Our sponsors cover a wide range of services. The ads on both the homepage and on our advertising partners page are linked to each business's website, so you can get some information in a quick and easy way. Supporting our incredible sponsors is a great way to do business locally, and they provide the support to make everything on your screen possible. Thank you for watching Northfield Live, and thank you to those partners who chose to support us showcasing our Northfield students. Please check out our advertising partners tab at northfieldlive.com.
And back here on
The volume
Northfield
of positive
Live.
feedback we receive about.
Back at it on Northfield Live. Here is the coach from the Northfield Raiders, Coach Luckcraft. Northfield Raiders, and Coach, you guys are coming into this matchup off of a couple of tough games over the course of the last couple of weeks. What were some of your takeaways and some of the positives, some of the negatives off of those last two games that you guys were in?
We've built our schedule a certain way to try to play high-quality opponents. We've had a very demanding schedule early. Most of that's been on the road. So playing the Cathedrals and the Ornos and the Monticellos and the Proctors and those are all good tests for us, trying to build, the structure that we're coaching the players to understand both offensively and defensively. So that's been, kind of the mindset going into the start of the year is highly competitive. It'll be no different today. This is a high-quality team. They've got a lot of skill. They play really hard. They'll play physical. So we'll have to be ready to step up to that task. There's challenges that come with that. We have a lot of new faces on the team this year. We lost our top line, our top defenseman last year, so filling those voids is going to be, is an important part of the success of this season. So far, the guys are stepping up into that. We're trying to get our new guys acclimated to that, and they're getting better every game. Our 4 defensemen that returned have all been, quality players and playing well. Our goaltending's been good, so we'll lean on that until we, completely adapt offensively and get our structure completely locked in as we continue on in the season.
All right, very good. And Lakeville and North, they're coming in with a very high power play percentage for the season. And you guys have been, from what we've seen, have been kind of plagued a little bit around some penalty kills and things like that. Have you guys been focusing in on a little bit on that in the special teams over the course of the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, for sure. We take it one game at a time, but there's no doubt that that we're aware that their power play is 52%, and so A, stay out of the box as much as you possibly can in a high school hockey game, but B, there's a plan, so hopefully we can execute that successfully. When a team scores as often as they do on the power play, that they've got skilled players in those positions, and so you've got to limit those opportunities. You've got to make sure that you're clearing pucks out in front of the net. You got to make sure you're clearing a line of vision for your goaltender to see pucks. Those are the most important things. A lot of goals and highly successful power plays come on tips, rebounds, second chance points, second chance opportunities, and so you just have to continue to do a really good job of keeping guys in front of you, making sure you're keeping vision on the puck, that you're not losing sight of it, and that you're clearing pucks when you have the opportunity. I think too often it happens in high school hockey where you get a clearing attempt, you don't clear it, next thing you know it ends up in your net, and you talk about it for the next period and a half. So hopefully that won't be our conversation today.
All right, very good. And you guys are probably one of the rarities to this norm of holiday tournaments that are coming up here. You guys have a long break between now and your next game. Your next game is not until the 28th against Detroit Lakes. Are you guys going to be getting into practice, or are you going to be just hoping that the boys kind of rest up over the next week? What are your thoughts on that?
It actually was designed a little bit that way. Last year we actually had a 16-day break, so we had this almost a stop and a restart, which we were trying to avoid this year just because there were challenges that went along with that. And the biggest piece of that, is adding again another quality opponent to come down, and so next Saturday we'll play Detroit Lakes. So we'll get a few days off here to celebrate the holiday. We'll get back on the ice on the 26th, get a couple of good days of practice in. Because again, it's a unique schedule beyond that. Then we don't play till the 4th of January, and then we don't play till the 11th of January. So over the next 3 weeks, we only play, 2 or 3 games. So it's a good focus point for us for now. But it's a break, hockey season is probably the longest high school season. It hits a lot of holidays, so you have to kind of be sensitive to family and that part of it too. Everybody wants to celebrate and be part of it, but our kids so far have been really focused at the start of the year, so hopefully we'll carry that through today, and then we'll take a needed break and then get back at it for the Detroit Lakes game next weekend.
All right, very good. And one last question, Coach, as always, overall health of the team, everybody's still pretty healthy?
Yeah, so far, no major injuries, knock on wood. Like to keep that going. This time of year, I always am warning the kids to get a hat on. He's young tough high school kids walking out of the rink in the shorts and a t-shirt after they just skated hard for 2 hours. That's probably not ideal, but it's going around, I mean, at some point injury and illness just becomes part of the season, so we're trying to, be prepared for that knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't happen, but if it does, that we're, we've got guys that can step into those roles and continue to be successful. So we'll hopefully keep that shutout of injury and illness right now.
All right, very good, Coach. Well, good luck against Lakeville. We'll talk with you before Detroit Lakes.
Very good. Thank you.
That was Coach Luckcraft right here on Northfield Live. We'll be back right after this.
Borrowing money is a big deal, and Community Resource Bank is ready to help. When you're buying a car, purchasing a home, or fixing up your existing home, Community Resource Bank has answers for all your loan and mortgage questions. As an integral part of Northfield, Cannon Falls, and Roseville communities, Community Resource Bank offers online solutions for business, residential, investment, and other lending accounts. Community Resource Bank, let's bank together. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
This is Barb from Professional Dental Group, letting you know that the doctors and staff of Professional Dental Group are proud to call themselves Northfield Raiders sports fans. Whether scheduling for an implant, mouthguard, or general visit, we look forward to providing you with the same exceptional care that Professional Dental Group has delivered for over 45 years. So on behalf of Dr. Becky Johnson, Dr. John Nowak, Dr. Brian Cravey, Dr. Tyler Yonke, and Dr. Mallory Peterson, go Raiders!
It can be hard finding an eye clinic that makes you feel seen and cared for in a way that suits you. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we pride ourselves on tailoring our care to you and your specific needs. We won't just see you in our offices. We may see you at a local ball game or at the high school for another event. We get to know you and what you hold dear so we can give you the best possible care. Learn more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
The volume of positive feedback we receive about Northfield Live is at times overwhelming. We would not be able to provide this service without the advertising partners. The ads on both the homepage and on our advertising partners page are linked to each business's website. Supporting our incredible sponsors is a great way to do business locally, and they provide the support to make everything on your screen possible. Thank you for watching Northfield Live. Please check out our advertising partners tab at northfieldlive.com.
And welcome back to Northfield Live, and we are getting ready for a matchup between the Northfield Raiders and the Lakeville Panthers. But before we get into more of our pregame coverage here, we do want to send a big thank you and a shout out to the 2024-2025 Raider Boys Hockey Team sponsor. It's co-sponsored by NCC Builders and Raider Automotive. NCC Builders specializes in transforming homes and building dreams. And Raider Automotive is your locally owned auto service shop, collision repair center, and towing facility. Thank you, NCC Builders and Raider Auto, for supporting Raider Boys Hockey on Northfield Live. And they do a lot of work for us. They help us come to games like today, this afternoon. They help us in the postseason if and when the Raiders make it far in the postseason matchups in the section finals, the conference finals, and even, knock on wood, if they get to the state finals or the state tournament, they help us with that. So we want to send a big thank you to all of our sponsors for helping us do that and helping us bring these games to you on Northfield Live. Let's take a quick look around the league here. We're going to pull up our scoreboard and our schedule for the afternoon. Not a whole lot of games. Let's actually take a look at the Big Nine for first and foremost here. We'll pull that up here in just a sec. But while we're getting that loaded up, let's take a look at Lakeville's schedule coming up here. It's kind of a interesting next couple of weeks because Lakeville North, they're going to be taking on Northfield here in just under 3 minutes here. That's when we're going to get underway. But then they are going to be taking on St. Thomas Academy, Hill Murray, and Prior Lake in the Dakota. And you got to love how on the Hockey Hub on the schedule, it's Dakota with an exclamation mark. At the Dakota Ice Center, the traditional holiday invite, that's going to be going on the 26th, 7th, and the 8th of the next couple of days here. And then they're going to get off for the new year. And their first game after the start of the new year to start the calendar 2025 season is a homestead game against Blaine at the Lakeville Ice Arena. So that's a look at what's coming up for Lakeville. Let's take a look at Northfield. And as you heard in our conversation with Coach Luckcraft, they're the exception to the rule this year because they don't have a holiday tournament this year.
No.
They are going to be taking on Lakeville today, and then they're going to be off for almost a week. Their next game is not till Saturday the 28th. That's another homestead matchup, and that's a game against a school out of Detroit Lakes. And then they're going to be on the road for 2 against Mankato West and Owatonna on the 4th and the 11th. And then they won't have another game for 5 days after Owatonna, and that's at home against Rochester Mayo. So, again, they're the exception to the rule. They got an extended break. They're going to have a little bit of practice. They can't really practice because of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So they're going to get those 2 days off. Then they're going to come back and practice the 26th and 27th and then play on the 28th. So between those two teams against Detroit Lakes and Northfield, if I were a betting man, I would say that Northfield is probably going to come into that matchup well-rested and rested up and ready to go against Detroit Lakes. But let's take a look here at the games going on around the area today. First for the Big Nine. Let me just scroll down and get that here. Game schedule. Let me just see. Whoops. We'll actually, you know what? We'll take a look at that in between the periods here. But before we get underway, as we get the teams out of the locker rooms and as the clock winds down for pregame, let's take just a minute break, and we'll come back on Northfield Live, and then we'll have your starting 5 and the national anthem right after this.
Part of Northfield, the Chamber of Commerce is more than a business network. It's the pulse of our vibrant community, bringing small, large, and local businesses together and supporting growth that strengthens the economy. The Chamber also promotes tourism, inviting visitors to experience the charm of our historic city. Whether it's strolling through our quaint downtown or attending one of our many events, we showcase all the reasons to fall in love with this beautiful town. The Chamber, where community, business, and tourism come together to make the city thrive.
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. Is your kitchen feeling cramped or your bathroom outdated? Maybe your basement is just wasted space. With the holidays around the corner, imagine hosting in a home you're truly comfortable in and proud of. Let's get your home ready for the holidays. Visit nccbuilders.com.
All right, perfect. So we're back on Northfield Live. They are just bringing out the Panthers out of Lakeville North, and we were able to get the Big Nine schedule here for the rest of today, and it's a jam-packed day today, Lincoln. Let's take a look at some of these matchups here. We got 2 finals for sure. Winona, they beat Fairmont 9-0 in a game played at Fairmont. And then going on in progress right now, we don't know exactly when this matchup started or what period they're in, but as far as we know right now, Simley is taking on Red Wing at Red Wing. Game score there is 4-1 in favor of Simley. And then the Blake School is taking on Mankato West. That final score is 4-1. Let's take a listen, or let's take a look at your starting lineups, and it's time now for the starting lineups and the national anthem. And it's brought to you by Ritchie Eye Clinic. If you're interested in improving your vision, scheduling a free consultation at Ritchie Eye Clinic is a great first step. For Lakeville North, they're going to start Sam Foley Gunnar Conboy, Andrew Thompson, Wyatt Brunello, and Brett Wines. Those are your offense and defense. And in the starting netminder, they're going to start Carter Mayfield. And for your Northfield Raiders, they're going to start the first line here. Griffin Kennelly, Michael Stewart, and Will Cashin at the left, center, and right wing, respectively. On the defense, they're going to have Ben Geiger and Bridger Riley, a sophomore and a junior. And in the starting netminder, they're going to give Gavin Winter the day off, and they're going to start Max Frank, the starting senior. He's got a 2.88 goal against average. He has a 5-1-1 record, so that's some of his stats here. But let's take a listen here. They also have the flag bearers across the ice on the blue line for Northfield. And that's your starting five. Once again, they are brought to you this afternoon by Ritchie Eye Clinic. If you're interested in improving your vision, scheduling a free consultation at Ritchie Eye Clinic is a great first step. And now we'll have your national anthem. And that was your national anthem right here on Northfield Live. And we're just moments away from puck drop here on the College of St. Olaf. And we are at the Skoglund Athletics Center here at St. Olaf College. And if you're just tuning in to Northfield Live, I'm Eric Thomas. To my left, you can't really see them today, but we have Lincoln as our color commentator. And in the producer chair is Sir Joseph. And on the camera operations is our fearless leader, Lance. So, Lincoln, I was just thinking about this during the national anthem, among other things. The first 17 minutes of this matchup between the Raiders and the Panthers can make or break the momentum of the matchup for either side. Depending on who scores first, they can set the tone for how the rest of the time after that goal, whether it's in the first 30 seconds or in the last minute and a half, they can really set the tone for how this matchup is going to be played. Now the puck is dropped by the referees, and it's won by Lakeville. Lakeville bringing it back around. Here comes number 17, Gunnar Conboy, along the near boards. He skates across the blue line, and he wraps it around the back of the net. Shot on net. That goes wide. Picked up on the far corner by Ben Geiger. Geiger bringing it across the blue line, passing it up to Cashin. Cashin into the back on Lakeville North zone, and a shot put on net gets stopped by the defense. And Lakeville North, they bring it back the other way as well. And across the blue line into the Northfield zone, picked up by Geiger. Geiger doing a little loop around and coming back the other way, bringing it up and passing it off to Stewart. Stewart picking it up, shot, that goes nowhere. Now picking it up for Northfield, back behind the net is number 7. Or is that 17? That might have been Jensen.
No, 7.
All right.
Just don't have his number.
Okay, so 7. I don't have him on my lineup, but a shot put on net by Lakeville. That's stopped. And now with the puck is Michael Stewart. He gets it up to number 22, Oliver Benjamin. Benjamin dumps it in and chasing after Lakeville and Northfield. Benjamin shot out in front. That's stopped. We're still scoreless here in this first period, in the first minute and a half. And the puck is dumped into the neutral ice. And chasing after is Northfield and Lakeville. Northfield's number 3, Ashton Pumper. He tries to clear it out, but stopped at neutral ice by Lakeville. They dump it back in. And they're going to call icing here, the first one of the matchup. And it's going to be brought all the way back down to the Lakeville North zone.
First minute and a half looking pretty good for the Raiders. They're putting a lot of pressure on the offensive side of the zone and not letting Lakeville get anything going in their zone, so they can just keep it up and play their game.
Northfield, they win the draw, and there was a puck drop on the glove side of Lakeville. Lakeville dumping it all the way back down, and they're going to call another ice. So back-to-back icing coming up here for Lakeville. And as we heard in both coaches' interviews, they said that both teams were very aggressive on both sides of the puck, and so far they have been holding that testament true, as we've seen a lot of nice hits put on by both sides. We're going to have a puck drop coming up on the stick side of the netminder for for Lakeville. That's Carter Mayfield in net there. Puck drop won by Lakeville. On a breakout play, it's picked up at the neutral ice and all the way down in a glove save. Chasing after that puck was number 24, Jacob Faust, and number 12, McGuire DeWeese. DeWeese for Lakeville, and Faust for Northfield, and they're doing a full line change here.
Yeah, I think it was kind of just like a face-off. Just threw it back, and no one could get to it.
And it looks like they're going to kick out number 17, Brody Jensen, out of the for the face-off. But that's won by Northfield. They try to break it out and into neutral ice, picked up by Lakeville. They try to dump it back in, but along the near boards, a hard hit put on by Northfield to Lakeville. Lakeville bringing it back into their own zone, getting up to the cherry picker. That was number 17, Gunnar Conboy. He tries to take a shot. That goes wide. It's picked up on the far side, and there's a penalty coming up. And with the puck is Northfield. They hand it off to Michael Stewart, and he dumps it back around. Chasing after it is number 14, Charlie Becker. And Northfield is going to turn over the puck, and there's going to be a penalty upcoming on Lakeville. Let's take a look who is going in. I think it had to have been off of a very hard hit in the far left corner. And
it was a big hit back there in the corner, and the Raiders saw that. And Brody
Community Resource Bank, there it is in that far corner there. You just saw it. That was the penalty that was drawn here by number 17.
Yeah, it was Brody Jensen and Wade Gilbertson who brought down the puck, and were trying to make something happen, just couldn't.
So we'll take a listen here. Didn't quite get that infraction there, but they're going to be sitting for 2 minutes.
I'm expecting it's rough interference.
Northfield bringing it back up, dumping it all the way down to Northfield zone. And here comes Northfield with it is number 2, Ben Geiger. He gets it out to the blue line to number 4, Bridger Riley. Down low, shot put on net, and it is saved.
Great shot there by Michael Stewart to bring it on the net. Had Griffin across, and I think maybe he saw a hole in the goalie's crease and just couldn't get through.
So now we're going to have a puck drop on the stick side of the netminder for Lakeville. Lakeville trying to get a hold of it just to dump it out and maybe put a little pause in the action, but a scrum on the near boards. Riley picks it up at the blue line, cross-ice pass. Over to Geiger. Geiger skating it a little bit down low and shot put on net, and there's going to be a stoppage of play.
Net came off, I believe.
I don't know. I mean, the net looks fine. Net looks fine to me. I don't know what the ref was seeing, but he stopped the play. And we're going to have another puck drop coming up here with 13:28 left to go. And now with the puck is Northfield handing it off to Riley. Riley taking another shot. That goes wide. And off the glass, they're going to dump it in to the Northfield zone. Lakeville does. Picked up is Max Frank. Back behind his own net is Ben Geiger. Cashin trying to clear it back out, but Lakeville dumping it right back into the Northfield zone, and chasing after it is Geiger. Geiger, cross ice pass up to number 7, Cashin. Cashin with it. Around the back of the net. Hands it off. Gets it up to the blue line. Cross ice pass over to Benjamin. Benjamin takes a shot out in front, and there's a screen. And he gets thrown hard to the ice by Lakeville. Shot out in front into the breadbasket, and now we're at full strength with just under 12 and a half minutes left to go here in this first period.
Yeah, Raiders, I mean, they couldn't really get anything going on that power play. Had a couple good shots, just couldn't get it done, and a last opportunity there on it, and couldn't make something happen. So hopefully Raiders can play good defense here and keep it close for the rest of the period.
Lakeville, they win the draw. It's picked up by Conboy, who dumps it out, and it goes off the boards and all the way down. No ice called. Now Northfield bringing it back up the other way. Gets stolen away by Lakeville, but stolen back again by Benjamin. That goes into the screen. That shot goes into the screen, and it's picked up by Lakeville. Lakeville bringing it back the other way. 3-on-2 situation. Cross ice pass to Brody Jensen. He loses control of it, and a tip called, and they're going to wave off the ice. Lakeville picking it back up behind their own net. Now with the puck is Northfield off of a long pass from Lakeville that got stolen away by Northfield. Geiger dumping it in and taking a shot directly on net. That's saved by Mayfield. Now a little scrum back behind the net, and a missed opportunity for a goal by Northfield there.
I don't think anybody saw the puck.
Riley getting it back in the neutral ice. Benjamin at the blue line. Riley skating past. Shot. That glove saved by Mayfield. That gets knocked back into neutral ice. Picked up by Geiger. Geiger trying to get it back up and getting Northfield to do something with it. Now Northfield dumping it back in. Pass out in front of the net by Lakeville. Lakeville just barely got away with a offsides possibility there. And now Northfield has it on the near boards. And that is Simon. And he gets hit hard. Jensen bringing it up the ice. And he gets thrown hard into the boards. Lakeville bringing it back across the blue line. That's up to McGuire Dweez, and he takes a shot. That goes high. Now Lakeville with it in the neutral zone.
Raiders playing really good offense and defense right now. Really just not letting anything through.
Landed Dweez. He gets the puck. But it's stolen away by Northfield. Shot put on and a glove save by Mayfield. And a couple of words exchanged with 10:02 left to go here in this first period on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. We are scoreless. Face-off upcoming here on the stick side of Lakeville, and they're going to redo that one. Puck drop coming up. Won by Lakeville, but it's picked up by Northfield on the near boards. Just under 10 minutes left to go here in this first period. Shot, pass out in front. That is missed by everybody. Faust running after it, and it's stopped, and a shot put on net.
Good job by Max Frank there. Poked the puck away and got back in his crease after going way outside of it.
Frank losing his stick in the process, too. Able to come up with a beautiful stop as well, but Lakeville, they get it back the other way into the Northfield zone, picked up by number 2, Ben Geiger. Geiger getting it up along the near boards here, and Lakeville getting it back out of their zone. Across the red line, dumps it back in, is number 19. That is Andrew Thompson for Lakeville. Lakeville back around the net. Regaining control, pass out to the blue line, but they have a little miscommunication into the neutral ice. They clear out. And a hard hit put on by Thompson. Or put on Thompson, excuse me, by Northfield. Now with the puck for Lakeville is number 5, Lucas Rupert. And it looks like somebody lost another stick out there. Northfield trying to get it out of their own zone. And picking it up for Northfield is Christian Whiteman. And his shot goes wide.
Good shot there by Miles Cannelli. Just couldn't make anything happen.
Simon stopping it at the blue line. Dumping it back in and back around the net. And a shot put on net. That goes wide. 8:15 left to go here in this first period. Northfield trying to keep it in, but Lakeville clearing it out. And there's going to be an ice coming up here, going back to the Lakeville North zone. And we're going to have a puck drop coming up here on the glove side of Lakeville North. And it's won by Lakeville. And a little scrum for it. And it goes up into the netting. And we're going to have another puck drop in the Lakeville zone. Just under 8 minutes left to go here in this first period on the Heritage Bank scoreboard update. We are scoreless. And not for lack of trying, because shots on goal read 5-2 in favor of Northfield. Now Northfield, another shot. That goes high and wide. Picked up on the far boards by Lakeville. Lakeville cross ice pass to number 21, Brett Wines. Wines passes off into the screen. Stolen away by Northfield. Northfield keeping it out of their own zone. Picked up by Gilbertson, I believe. Yes, his shot is into the screen. Nobody there. And picked up by Lakeville. It's a 2-on-2 situation for Lakeville. Hard hit put in. A hard hit put on by Northfield on the far boards. And tying up the offense in the back corner there was Bridger Riley. Another dribble shot put at the net by Lakeville, excuse me.
Ben Geiger with a big hit on the boards.
And Max Frank gobbles that one up to make the glove save. We're going to have a puck drop coming up on the stick side of Frank. And now the puck is won by Northfield. And a hard hit put on by Northfield in the far corner. Northfield clearing it out. Across the blue line. Stolen away in the Lakeville zone by number 27. That was Garrett Gilquist. And Simon able to keep the puck in. Gilquist with it back behind his own net. Trying to clear it out. Getting it up to number 14. That is Blake Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer going coast to coast. Shot and saved by Frank, and a goal by Lakeville. So
what
it's
a shot by, was it the number 8? Landon Dweez. What a shot. I think he just pulled in and went right off the back of.
So Dweez taking a look at your Community Resources Bank replay.
Yeah, you just threw it in, and I think it went straight 5-hole right past Max's left leg pad and went in. Top there for the Raiders, hoping they can get one back before the end of this first period.
So that was Dweez with the goal?
Dweez.
All right, so Dweez with the goal. And we'll get the assist and everything coming up here in the break. But 6:23 left to go on the Heritage Bank scoreboard update. It's 1-0 in favor of the Panthers. Now the Raiders bringing it back. Geiger dumping it back down. And it's glove saved by the netminder for the Lakeville Panthers. So I think I heard Dweez from number 14, but I could be wrong on that one. That was Blake Bachmeyer. But we'll run down and try to get that here in just a little bit. Lakeville bringing it back towards the Northfield zone off the faceoff, and getting it in the backboards there is Samuel Foley. Foley back out to the blue line. Shot put on net into the screen, and it's picked up by Ben Geiger. Geiger getting it up to number 11, Christian Whiteman. Cross-ice pass back out to Whiteman. Shot put on net, and that's saved.
Great job there by those three, Christian Whiteman, Oliver Benjamin, and Miles Kennelly. They almost made something happen there. Brung it down. Whiteman passed to Oliver, and Oliver made a great pass to Miles, but Miles couldn't finish.
Checking it out on the Community Resources Bank replay there.
Between the legs pass, but Miles just couldn't finish.
Puck drop coming up here on the glove, or the stick side of the netminder. It's picked up by Northfield on the blue line. They dump it in, picking it up back behind the net is Benjamin. Benjamin tied up by a couple of Lakeville defense with 5.5 minutes left to go here in this first period. Raiders trying their best to not go into the locker room with a goose egg on the board. Lakeville losing control of it in the neutral ice. They get it back in their own zone. Picked up now by number 21, Brett Wines. Deep pass to the cherry picker, Caden Decker. His shot is wide. Now with the puck is Wines. Shot, that goes wide. Back out at the blue line is number 32, Jackson Shriek. His shot is wide. And a
big
nice
hit by Whiteman.
Whiteman getting a nice hit put on, and a shot from the neutral ice by Faust, and he's going to change up. But Carter Mayfield, he was able to just get a glove on it. They're going to call a stoppage of play here.
That cherry picker moment back then, just a good pass up there, and I think Landon Dweezil was again, just couldn't finish. Good for the Raiders.
Puck drop coming up on the glove side of the netminder. A one-time shot from the blue line and a couple of extra pokes. Brings up a little bit of extracurriculars as Mayfield, gets a glove and a save on it. And they're going to call a drop puck on the stick side of the Lakeville goalie. Lakeville wins the draw. And kept in by Northfield. That shot goes high and wide from the blue line. Lakeville getting it out to neutralize, picked up by Northfield. Northfield bringing it up is Ashton Pumper. He dumps it in, and he's going to look to change, but no, he stays out there for a little bit of extra time. And a shot put on net, stick saved by Mayfield. Now Pumper with it in neutral ice, giving it over to Gilbertson. Gilbertson across the red line, across the blue line, down at the dashes. Cross ice pass, that's stolen away by Lakeville. It's a 2-on-2, they dump it in, and chasing after it is Geiger. Now Lakeville with it on the near boards. Number 17, that's Conboy. He gets it across the red line into the blue line. Stop, shot, and a glove save by Frank. 3.5 minutes left to go here in this first period on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's 1-0 in favor of the Panthers from Lakeville. We're going to have a drop puck coming up on the stick side of Frank. And draw is won by Lakeville. Stolen away by Northfield, and Cashin, he gets it down the Lakeville zone. They dump it back around the net, trying to get a breakout play going. Lakeville getting it up to number 7, Foley. Foley getting it over to Conboy. Conboy back to Foley, stolen away by Northfield. Cashin trying to come in and add some assistance here, but stolen away by Northfield. That's Thompson. Thompson trying to dump it in, but they clear it out. And we have another icing coming up with just under 3 minutes left to go here in this first period.
I mean, really, the Raiders just can't get anything going right now. I mean, they're playing good offense and defense. I mean, they let up that one goal, which was a pretty tough goal to let up. And they've had a power play that they couldn't convert on and just can't get anything going. Hopefully they can maybe finish out this first period with a goal or maybe come out straight out second period and score one. But
Lakeville won the last draw there, and they Took another shot, and it's glove saved by Frank. We're going to have another puck drop coming up on the 6th side of the netminder. And with the puck was Baker. He took a shot. That goes wide. Northfield trying to clear it out, but Lakeville, they dump it in, and somebody got a souvenir. Hopefully they didn't. Hopefully they didn't get hit, but free puck. 2.5 minutes left to go here in this first period. Northfield wins the draw, picked up by number 9, I believe that was, Michael Stewart. They dump it in. And Lakeville picking it up, back behind their own net. And a little scrum forward on the near boards. Bringing it around the net is Blake Bachmeyer. And now Northfield with the puck in the neutral ice. And Whiteman with it for Northfield, stolen away, but picked up by Benjamin. Benjamin, his shot didn't have much behind it, so it goes just wide of the net. Pass out in front, picked up by number 5. That was Joey Fogarty. That's stolen away by Lakeville. Fogarty with it at the blue line. He takes a axe chop to it, but Northfield dumping it back in, and they change out for 5 fresh skaters with 90 seconds left to go here in this first period. Lakeville dumping it back out, and they're going to call an ice. And we're going to have a face-off coming up here in the Lakeville zone.
Raiders just put some good pressure on Mayfield. You know, they really just got to keep pressuring, keep peppering, and hopefully they can get one in within maybe this last minute.
Now puck drop won by Lakeville. Trying to get it out is Wyatt Brunello. But now Wines, that gets stolen away by Northfield, stolen back by Lakeville. Lakeville dumping it all the way across ice from left to right, but it's stolen away by Ben Geiger. Just under a minute left to go here in this first period. And Riley getting it in his own zone. Pass out in front of the net, but it's poke checked away by Lakeville. Geiger handing it off, getting it up to number 12. That was Henry Weber. Shot out in front. That's stick save by Mayfield. Now picking it up for Lakeville is number 17, Gunnar Convoy. Pass out in front, and that goes nowhere. 20 seconds left to go.
Great
shot and a save by Frank.
Great job there by Bridger Riley on that 3-1. You know, poked the puck away and didn't let anything get through. With 18 left, hopefully the Raiders can hold out.
And coming up here in the break, we are going to have a look at your scoreboard from around the area today for both the Big 9 and the Suburban South, where Lakeville North holds residence. And now Northfield with it, shot out in front. Just missed Riley there. Or no, excuse me. That was number 9, Stewart. So Stewart was just a little slow in the uptake, and they clear the puck out to end out the period. And on the Heritage Bank scoreboard update, your score after 1 is 1-0. And that's in favor of the Panthers out of Lakeville North. We'll take a quick time out here, and we'll be back with our recap of the first period. That's coming up here in just a little bit on Northfield Live.
The Blue Line Club, an organization that supports the NHS boys hockey team, would like to thank all of our sponsors and recognize our gold level sponsors for their contributions to this year's Raider boys hockey team. Sponsorships of the Blue Line Club enable equipment purchasing, team meals, and more. Gold level sponsors include College City Beverage, Hartman Insurance, Keith Plumber Plumbing and Heating, Merchants Bank, MCC Builders, Northfield Lines, Raider Automotive, Schultz Electric, Trek Properties, the Northfield VFW, and the Waterford Warriors. Thank you, Blue Line Club sponsors, for helping make Raider hockey a success.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you ready for the holidays.
Remodeling your home is a way to breathe new life into your house, and the process can be made easy with Schmidt Homes. Their team has extensive experience in partial and total home renovations, meaning your home will be completed quickly and to your standards, allowing you to enjoy your newly renovated home with peace of mind. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. In this recently expanded area of our campus, we have increased daily licensed nursing coverage, making it possible to provide a higher level of clinical care and monitoring to those in need of additional support. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Raider Automotive is a full-service repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or major collision this winter, or a deer finds your vehicle, Raider Auto can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all your vehicle's repairs. Raider Auto on Highway 3 South in Northfield, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Or find us at RaiderAutomotive.net. Go Raiders!
What is your dream living location? Full service condo building, low maintenance house, house on a lake, lots of acreage? There are so many options. To start the search for your ideal location, contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group today, or visit our website at c21atwood.com. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Located in downtown Northfield, Champion Sports has a great selection of Raiders, St. Olaf, and Carlton merchandise, including jackets, hats, and hoodies. Champion's got you covered. Champion Sports has everything you need for the hockey season, with a large selection of official CCM hockey equipment, including all the essentials, plus skate sharpening. You'll always be ready to hit the ice. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram to know when the latest seasonal gear is in stock at Champion Sports Northfield. Gear up like a champion at Champion Sports.
Ho, ho, ho!
It's time to celebrate the year-end closeout at Northfield Ford Chrysler. Give yourself the gift of 23% off select Ford products and interest rates as low as 0% on Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram products. But don't forget, vehicle trades have never been worth more. Don't wait for a better deal. Happy holidays from Northfield Ford Chrysler. When you're ready for an extraordinary sales experience, we're ready to serve anytime at FordandNorthfield.com and open 6 days a week, located on Highway 3 here in Northfield. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
And welcome back to Northfield Live, where we're on the college campus of St. Olaf College. And your Northfield Raiders are taking on the Lakeville Panthers. And we're in the period break here, but Lakeville, they were able to get out ahead a little bit early in this first period. And they got a puck won by Landon Dweez, and he got the puck over from Blake Bachmeyer. I believe that's how the situation unfolded, and they were able to just tickle the twine and get that first early lead goal with like 6.5 minutes left to go in the first period. And let's see if we can take a look again at that replay here from Community Resources Bank just to see how that first goal played out. So a shot put on net off of a rebound. I think that might have been Dweez there. So, it was just a unfortunate situation and a breakdown of communication on the defensive side of the puck for Northfield. But all in all, they played a really good first period against this Lakeville opponent. And the Northfield Raiders, I believe, I can't remember if we talked about this or not in the pregame show, but they are coming in with a very impressive record. Let me take a look here.
7-1-1.
7-1-1, yeah. So Panthers, they're coming in with a 4-3 record overall. So they're showing why they are a very formidable opponent. Let's take a look here at our scoreboard from around the conference here this afternoon. I'm going to pull up a score or a schedule here for the afternoon for the Big Nine, and then maybe in a little bit we'll take a look at the South Suburban Conference where the Lakeville North Panthers call home. But we have 3 games that have been finalized as of right now. Winona, they beat Fairmont 9-0. 9-0. So Winona shut out Fairmont on Fairmont's home ice. And then Simley beat Red Wing on Red Wing's home ice by a score of 4-1. And the Blake School beat Mankato West 4-1 at the Blake School. And I just laugh every time if I talk to somebody from the Blake School. And I'm like, yeah, so where do you go to school again? And they're like, the Blake School. It's like the Ohio State University. They have to add the. But the Blake School, they beat Mankato 4-1. And right now we're taking on, Albert Lee, they're going to be taking on Mound West Tonka. They're in action right now. We don't have a scoreboard update from them yet. And to cap off the night around the Big Nine, Rochester Century, they are hosting River Falls. So that is a look at the Big Nine schedule here this afternoon. When we come back, we'll take a look at what's going on in the South Suburban Conference where Lakeville North calls home. Then we'll take a look at both sides' upcoming schedules. But that's coming up on Northfield Live right after this.
The Blue Line Club, an organization that supports the NHS boys hockey team, would like to thank all of our sponsors and recognize our gold level sponsors for their contributions to this year's Raider boys hockey team. Sponsorships of the Blue Line Club enable equipment purchasing, team meals, and more. Gold level sponsors include College City Beverage, Hartman Insurance, Keith Plumber Plumbing and Heating, Merchants Bank, NCC Builders, Northfield Lines, Raider Automotive, Schultz Electric, Trek Properties, the Northfield VFW, and the Waterford Warriors. Thank you, Blue Line Club sponsors, for helping make Raider hockey a success.
The volume of positive feedback we receive about Northfield Live is at times overwhelming. So when one of you catches me before or after a game telling me thank you for being there, I try my best to stop what I'm doing and listen. I always try to communicate that we would not be able to provide this service without the advertising partners. Our sponsors cover a wide range of services. The ads on both the homepage and on our advertising partners page are linked to each business's website, so you can get some information in a quick and easy way. Supporting our incredible sponsors is a great way to do business locally, and they provide the support to make everything on your screen possible. Thank you for watching Northfield Live, and thank you to those partners who've chose to support us showcasing our Northfield students. Please check out our advertising partners tab at northfieldlive.com.
Located in downtown Northfield, Champion Sports has a great selection of Raiders, St. Olaf, and Carlton merchandise, including jackets, hats, and hoodies. Champion's got you covered. Champion Sports has everything you need for the hockey season, with a large selection of official CCM hockey equipment, including all the essentials, plus skate sharpening. You'll always be ready to hit the ice. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram to know when the latest seasonal gear is in stock at Champion Sports Northfield. Gear up like a champion at Champion Sports.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. We do this with superior customer service through timely communication by empowered employees who love to support the Northfield Dundas area. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
Ho, ho, ho! It's time to celebrate the year-end closeout at Northfield Ford Chrysler. Give yourself the gift of 23% off select Ford products and interest rates as low as 0% on Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram products. But don't forget, vehicle trades have never been worth more. Don't wait for a better deal. Happy holidays from Northfield Ford Chrysler. When you're ready for an extraordinary sales experience, we're ready to serve anytime at FordandNorthfield.com and open 6 days a week, located on Highway 3 here in Northfield. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
It can be hard finding an eye clinic that makes you feel seen and cared for in a way that suits you. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we pride ourselves on tailoring our care to you and your specific needs. We won't just see you in our offices. We may see you at a local ball game or at the high school for another event. We get to know you and what you hold dear so we can give you the best possible care. Learn more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
If your car is under extended warranty, there's no need to go back to the dealership. The team at Witt Brothers has dealt with every kind of extended warranty company. With a quick call, they'll know exactly what it will take to get your repairs covered. Warranties are there to reduce stress and risk. So let Witt Brothers make actually using that warranty as easy as possible. For all your automotive and repair needs, drive to Witt Brothers, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. Is your kitchen feeling cramped or your bathroom outdated? Maybe your basement is just wasted space. With the holidays around the corner, imagine hosting in a home you're truly comfortable in and proud of. At NCC Builders, we're known for our quality craftsmanship and attention to detail. Whether it's upgrading your kitchen, creating a spa-like bathroom, or converting your basement into functional living space, we're here to bring your vision to life. Let's get your home ready for the holidays. Visit nccbuilders.com.
Doing it here. All right. And welcome back to Northfield Live's coverage of boys hockey for Northfield against Lakeville Panthers this afternoon. And we do want to thank the 2024-25 sponsor for Raider Boys Hockey. It's co-sponsored this afternoon by NCC Builders, who you just heard there, and Raider Automotive. NCC Builders, specializing in transforming homes and building dreams. And Raider Automotive is your locally owned and auto service shop, collision repair center, and towing facility. Thank you, NCC Builders and Raider Auto, for supporting Raider Boys Hockey on Northfield Live. And I was able to pull up the South Suburban Conference, where the visiting Lakeville North team, they called that conference their home conference here. No scores as of right now, but I'm sure we'll eventually at some point this afternoon, probably after we go off air, after the last 17 minutes of play, we'll get those scores. But Holy Angels, they're taking on Prior Lake. Hastings is hosting Egan. Minnetonka is hosting Shakopee. Or those games might just have gotten done because they were all three of those are played in the 2 o'clock hour, so like 2 and 2:30. So they might be just wrapping up that Minnetonka game, or they might have finished up the other two. But right now, Northfield is hosting Lakeville North. The score on the Heritage Bank scoreboard update. Locally owned and managed, Heritage Bank, really community banking at its best. We live and work in the communities we serve. It's 1-0 in favor of Lakeville. And the game to cap off the night on the South Suburban Conference, Moundsville will be taking on Eastview at the TCO Sports Garden at 7 o'clock this evening. And taking a look at both schedules for both teams this afternoon here. Let's first take a look at the Lakeville schedule coming up, if I can find it in my stack of paperwork here. There we go. First, they're going to be taking on Northfield this afternoon. Then they're going to have 5 days off, and then they're going to be in their holiday tournament at the Dakota Ice Center, the Tradition Holiday Invite. They're going to be taking on St. Thomas Academy, Hill Murray, and Prior Lake on the 26th, 7th, and 8th. And then for Northfield, they're kind of the exception to the norm this season. And if you heard in our pregame talk with Coach Luckcraft, they almost designed it that way to where they weren't going to be playing in any holiday tournaments this season, but they are giving their boys a lot of time off in between games. They're not going to have a game for within the next 4 weeks. They have 4 games, if that. But they have Lakeville North here this afternoon. They're going to be taking on Detroit Lakes on the 28th, and then Mankato West on the 4th, and then Owatonna on the 11th. And the Mankato West and Owatonna matchups, they will both be on the road, and their next homestead won't be until January the 14th, so well into the new year against Rochester Mayo. So we are just moments away from the puck drop of this second period, where Lakeville, they currently lead on the Heritage Bank scoreboard 1-0 to start off this second period. And in any circumstances, this is where you want to be if you are Lakeville. You want to be in the lead, and you just want to try to hope over the course of the next 17 minutes you can grow your lead exponentially. But Northfield has a long way to fight back, and they're going to start this second period off with a puck drop won by Lakeville. Lakeville getting it deep in their own zone. Northfield picking it up back behind the Lakeville net. They get it off to number 2, Ben Geiger. Geiger getting it out to the blue line, and he is hit from behind. That was Cashin. And now the puck is on the near boards in the Lakeville zone. They get it out. Stolen away, but stolen right back by Lakeville. They hand it off. Shot from the blue line. That is into the screen. Nobody there. Now Lakeville picking it up back behind the Northfield zone. And a shot on net from the blue line goes wide. And a little fight for it on the near boards. Won by Lakeville. Conboy, he hands it off, but stolen away by number 2. That's Ben Geiger. Now Brunello with it at the blue line. Cross-ice pass, and that goes up and over the net. Picked up by Geiger. Geiger getting it up to the red line to number 21. That is Griffin Kennelly. But Lakeville able to steal that one back. Moore handing it off to Beckmeyer. Beckmeyer losing control of it. Picked up by Northfield. Beckmeyer with it. Goes left, right, and a save by Frank. Oh, that one was too close for comfort for Frank, I do believe. But now Northfield losing the puck at the red line, and it's picked up by Lakeville. That shot goes high. And a shot put on by Gilquist, from the blue line. That goes wide. Lakeville dumping it back around the back of the net. Picked up on the near boards by Northfield. They dump it up, and it almost goes out of the glass there. But now Benjamin picks it up. Stolen away by Lakeville. Benjamin able to get it back, and a shot put on by Northfield. That goes into the glass behind the net. And a penalty upcoming for Lakeville?
No, I think it's going to be on Northfield. Whiteman.
Well, that doesn't make any sense, because from what I saw down in front of us here, Lakeville touched up the puck, when if it was going to be on Northfield should have touched the puck. But we're going to have a penalty coming up on Christian Whiteman. And we're going to have a puck drop in the Northfield zone.
Yeah, what a save back then by, a minute ago. What a save by Max Frank. Saves the goal there. Keeps us within 1, but then a minute later, the Raiders come out and get a penalty. So
So now Lakeville will be on the power play. Conboy, he gets it at the blue line. Hands it off to Andrew Thompson. Thompson taking it into the neutral zone, and he dumps it back around. Picked up on the far boards by number 11. That was Wyatt Brunello. Now with the puck is Lakeville. Brunello with it at the blue line. Gets it down low to number 8. That is Landon Deweese. Now Lakeville with it on the near boards. They hand it off to number 19, Andrew Thompson. He takes a shot, and that goes wide. He passed it off to number 11. That was Wyatt Brunello. He took a shot. That goes wide. 1:10 left to go here in this power play for Lakeville. Just under 14 minutes left to go in the second period. Northfield trying to get it out, and dumping it down is Northfield, but no ice is called.
Good dump there by Benny Geiger.
Pumper chasing after it after Lakeville dumps it back in. And now Samuel Foley with it out in front. Shot and a save by Frank. 13:35 left to go here in this second period, and just 42 seconds left to go in the power play for Lakeville. Now Northfield trying to get the puck out of their own zone. And a shot, that goes wide. That was a shot by number 12, McGuire Deweese. Now Wines, he passes it off. That shot into traffic, nobody there. 25 seconds left in the power play. And the penalty kill for Northfield. And Northfield clears the puck. And a stick save by Mayfield.
Good job by the Raiders here on this penalty kill. And they're going to come out of it with no wounds.
13 minutes left to go in the period. Just under 10 seconds. Shot. That goes wide. Picked up by Cashin. And the Raiders are full strength, but the net got knocked off. There's part of me that's wondering if the goalie is seeing that he might be in a little bit of trouble and he just knocks the net off intentionally. But that's just my thinking. And
yeah, I see it too.
They're gonna reattach the posts here, and hopefully now the net will stay in place. Just under 13 minutes left to go in the second period. We're gonna have a puck drop on the stick side. Jensen for the Raiders taking it. Weaver trying to pass it off over to number 4, Riley. But Riley just not quick enough to get there. Lakeville trying their best to get it out of the zone. And here comes Lakeville. Along the near boards is Conboy. Cross ice pass. Shot. That goes wide. Picked up by Lakeville down in front. But stolen away by Northfield. Jensen with it. Shot. That goes into the stick of Mayfield. Cross ice pass at the blue line, taking a couple steps in, shot, nobody there, and a whiff on it from Northfield. Now with it is Geiger, back behind the Lakeville net. Out at the blue line is Weber. Takes a couple steps in, takes a shot into traffic, nobody there. Weber back with it. Northfield losing control of it, gets picked up by Lakeville. Riley chasing after it off of a dump. And a breakout to number 18, that is Gilbertson. Gilbertson down low, stolen away by Lakeville. Here comes Lakeville's number 7, Samuel Foley. Foley with it on the far boards. Pass out in front, nobody there. Picked up by Northfield, excuse me. Gilbertson losing control of it, and a hard hit put out in front by Northfield, and Jensen dumping it back in. Lakeville trying to get it out and chasing after it for Northfield is Pumper, but his shot goes into the stick of number 10. That was Logan Nelson for Lakeville. And a pass out to the blue line. Chasing after it is Cashin, but he loses his stick in the process, and they're not going to call offsides here because Cashin was trying to get his feet underneath him. Thompson with it, shot, that goes wide. Off of a stick save from Frank. Cashin trying to poke at it, and he gets a stick on it, and picking it up will be number 21. That was, where is he on my list? Kennelly, there we go. He takes a shot, that goes off the waffle of Mayfield. Now, Lakeville with it on the near boards. Cross ice, Fogarty picks it up. Off of a deflection, he dumps it in, he changes it out. Lakeville losing control of it on the near boards here. That's Andrew Thompson. Stolen away by Whiteman. Now, with the puck is Lakeville. Hard hit put on by Stewart. And now, Bridger Riley getting it up. A hard hit put on by Lakeville to Kennelly. Kennelly going in after it. Northfield doing their best to try to just keep this puck in the Lakeville zone, and they've been doing a really good job of that this second period here. Christian Whiteman, he gets it back behind the Lakeville net, stolen away by Lakeville, but stolen back by Kennelly. That's Miles Kennelly, shot!
Oh.
That goes wide and up into the netting. They're not going to stop the play, though. Play continues on. Lakeville getting it on the near boards. That's Conby. He goes to the left, and a hard hit put on by number 4, Bridger Riley. Riley tussling up with Conboy. Lakeville dumping it back in, picked up by Geiger. Takes a beat back behind his own net. Passing it out on the breakout play, Benjamin with it. Kennelly out in front. Pass over to number 11, Christian Whiteman. That's nobody there. And now Pumper getting it back in his own zone, back behind his net. And he gets brought down, and a trip is going to be coming up here. And
Raiders going to get a power play chance here.
And I think the Lakeville North faithful right behind us are not liking that call. That's going to be on number 9. That's going to be Samuel Moore. I think he's going to get a call for trip.
Yep.
So
Raiders have been playing pretty well this period, keeping in the offensive zone, not letting Panthers get too many chances and just playing their game. And that's what I really think maybe they can pull one out on this power play with how good they've been playing this period.
Puck drop won by Northfield. 2 minutes for tripping. In the sin bin goes Lakeville. Cross ice pass over to number 2, Ben Geiger. Geiger with it on the near boards, looking for an open teammate. Finds one down low. They skated in. Shot put on net. That's saved. And it's cleared out by Lakeville. Riley with it on the far boards, back in his own zone. Getting it up to number 2, Ben Geiger. Geiger going coast to coast, losing control of it. Picked up by Stewart. Stewart back out to Geiger. Geiger down low to Riley. Riley down low to Cashin. Cashin back out to Riley. Back over to Geiger. They switch spots. Riley with it. Shot into traffic. Nobody there. Picked up by Northfield, and that shot is saved. Now Riley with it. Over to Geiger. Geiger dropping it out for Cashin. Back out to Geiger. They lose control of it. Skating it back out the other way is Lakeville North. With the puck is Bachmeyer. Shot put on net. That's saved by Frank. 46 seconds left to go in the power play for Northfield. Pumper with it. He loses control in the Lakeville zone. It's picked up by Lakeville back behind their own net. 7:18 left to go here in this first period on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's 1-0. Fogarty with a shot from the blue line. That goes wide. Picked up on the far boards by Gilbertson. Gilbertson back out to number 5. That is Fogarty. Fogarty lose control with it, but picked up on the far boards by number 18, Gilbertson. Gilbertson back out to Fogarty. Fogarty down low to Pumper. Shot into the screen. Nobody there. Picked up on the far boards by Gilbertson.
5 seconds remaining on the power play.
Fogarty with it. Getting it over to number 18, Gilbertson. And joining the fray is Moore. We are at full strength, but he changes out. Northfield getting it out of their own zone. Fogarty along the near boards, cross the blue line at the dot, shot and glove saved by Mayfield. And there's a little bit of chirping going on. And a little extracurriculars from Lakeville North. I would not be surprised if they picked up a penalty off of that one. I don't think they're going to. Let's take a look at the Community Resources Bank play there. So it looked like Brody Jensen had a shot, and he took it and went in for the rebound, but Lakeville, they were like, no, get away from here. And they just shoved him out of the way. No penalties.
Raiders have been playing well. Just couldn't get anything on that power play.
Thompson over to Conboy, and Conboy with a light shot on net, saved by Frank. It's 6:17 left to go here in this second period. And
yeah,
Lakeville North is just dominating on the hits and everything like that. And
yeah, the Raiders just can't get anything going right now, and they aren't playing their game and what they can do with the puck and how they score, but they can get a hold of that and bring it back in. They can score some goals.
Puck drop coming up on the glove side of Frank. Gilquist with it for Lakeville on the blue line. Getting it down low. Another shot. Glove save by Frank. That shot put on net by Thompson. So now we're going to have another puck drop by the glove side of Northfield. Picked up by Northfield. Back around their net is number 11 on the far boards. That is Christian Whiteman. But he loses control of it. But getting it down low is Charlie Becker. Bringing it back is Lakeville. Fresh off of a penalty was Samuel Moore. Thompson with it. They're going to call offsides and have a puck drop outside the Northfield zone. 5:46 left to go here in this second period. Haven't had too many puck drops outside either of the zones this game. They've all been in the Northfield or Lakeville zone, mostly Northfield. Now Pumper skating backwards, trying to get the puck away from Peterson, who dumps it into the Northfield zone. A little bit of slashing going on the far boards, but Lakeville getting it across the zone and picked up by Riley. Kennelly, excuse me. Thought that was Riley. Now with it at the blue line is Pumper. Off of a pass from number 8, Carter Simon. Simon going in after it. Kennelly picking it up. And now Lakeville trying to get it out of their own zone, but Stewart keeping it in. Now Pumper. Shot on net. That goes wide. Lakeville losing their footing. Shot into the screen. Picked up by Kennelly back behind the Lakeville net. 4:43 left to go here in this second period. Lakeville cross ice. Picked up by number 6, Caden Decker. Decker getting it back behind the net. Stolen away by Lakeville, or by Northfield, excuse me. Pumper off of a pass. Trying to clear it out, and Lakeville right there to keep it in. And the cherry picker Cashin chasing after it after Lakeville's number 10, Logan Nelson, skates it all the way back behind his own net. Pass out in front, stolen away by Lakeville. 4 minutes left to go here in this second period. And a shot, that goes into traffic. And now Northfield, with the puck. And now Northfield chasing after it. Coming up is number 24. That was, where is he on my schedule here, my sheet? Faust. He tried to skate after it, but they called icing. And we're going to have another puck drop on the stick side of the Lakeville North goalie with 3:46 left to go in this second period.
Yeah, the Raiders just, I don't know what's wrong with them today. They just can't get anything going, can't do anything. And, maybe they can pull one out here and tie this thing up.
Puck drop won by Lakeville. On the far boards is William Zwetterling.
It's gonna be nice.
He dumps it all the way down, and they're going to call another ice. And let's take a look, see if our Hometown Wild are playing this evening. I want to say they were. I think they're going up to Winnipeg. And as our score for that loads up here, we're going to have a puck drop on the glove side of Mayfield. Northfield wins that draw. Chasing after it for Northfield is Brody Jensen. At the blue line is Gilbert, and a shot! Was that a deflected in, or did Gilbert get that?
Off Charlie Becker. Shot by Benny Geiger and a deflection off Charlie Becker for the goal. Raiders tied up 1-1.
So that was Geiger on the shot, and the shot was deflected in. So I don't know if they're going to give it to Geiger or who are they going to give it to.
They'll probably
Let's take a look at your Community Resources Bank. Geiger on the shot, and no, they're going to give it to Geiger. So let's take a listen to the call here. Oh.
Yeah, Geiger just hit it right off of the stick, and he redirected it back in.
Yeah.
Okay, so they gave it to Becker, but Geiger got the assist. So now it is 1-1 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard update. Northfield coming alive, and a little scrum on the far boards, and there's some more chirping. Oh, boy. Lakeville's not liking what's going on that one, but there was a little bit of a scrum on the far boards at the blue line right by the Northfield bench, and the puck was in and out of the zone, and Northfield just knocked it into their own bench. So we're going to have a puck drop coming up here at the left dot, the left circle here on the glove side of Mayfield.
For any of you college football fans, Texas is up 21-7 on Clemson.
Right.
Penn State also won 38-10.
And let's see, the Wild. Oh, they play Winnipeg at 6 o'clock, so in a couple hours. But now the Northfield Raiders here at St. Olaf College, they have the puck back behind the Lakeville net, and I believe that might be Geiger. Geiger with it, getting it out to number 20. I want to say that was.
Yep, Miles Kennelly.
Kennelly, he tries to get it down low, and another shot that just goes wide. In the words of Get Smart, they missed it by that much. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in this second period, and a high puck into the neutral zone gets picked up by Riley. Riley getting it over to Kennelly. Kennelly across the blue line. Passes it off over to number 11, Christian Whiteman. Back out to the blue line. Cross-ice pass to Geiger. Geiger from the near dashes. Cross pass over to number 4, I believe that was. That was Bridger Riley. His shot, that goes into the traffic. Picked up by Lakeville. They dump it out. 2:12 left to go here in this second period. Geiger with it on the near boards. He dumps it back in. Back around the Lakeville net. Picked up on the far side by Northfield's number 7, Will Cashin. Now Cashin, that puck gets stolen away by Lakeville. Picked up by number 8, I believe that was. That might have been Simon. But Lakeville, after Simon dumps it back in, steals it, goes back the other way with it. Now they dump it back behind the net. And now Simon handing it off to number 3. That is Ashton Pumper. Brunello with it. Now with the puck for, that was Brunello for Lakeville, or Lakeville North. A little scrum out in front. Brunello trying to clear it out, and he does, but it's stolen away by Pumper. He dumps it back in, and 1:12 left to go here. No icing called. Chasing after it for Northfield was number 21, Kennelly. Now Brunello with it. Pass out in front, stolen away by Kennelly. He hands it off once again to number 18, Gilbertson. Gilbertson with the puck, shot and a save with 49 seconds left to go here in this second period on the Heritage Bank scoreboard. We are tied up at 1 apiece. And you know what? Let's take a look at some other scores from some other sports here today. Some top events here. Penn State, they put the boots to SMU, 38-10.
They will play Boise State.
Ooh, that was a big win for Penn State.
Now you gotta go play. Now you gotta go play Austin Genty.
number 6 seed against the number 11 seed. Oof. But back here at St. Olaf College on the ice, the puck was won by Lakeville. Lakeville bringing it up the ice, and Conboy losing control of it, stolen away from just picked right out of the air by Geiger. Now Geiger trying to steal the puck back with 23 seconds left in this second period. And a hard hit put on by Conboy to Geiger. Lakeville trying to clear it out of their zone. Northfield with it on at neutral ice. Geiger with it. Dumping it back in with 4 seconds left, and that will be the end of the second period as Lakeville gets control of it once again. But Northfield able to tie it out and equalize the game going forward into the next 17 minutes here. We'll be back with a recap of that second period right after this on Northfield Live.
Community banking at its best. Whether you are looking to improve your financial future, planning to buy a new home, or considering a mortgage, Heritage Bank in Northfield can help. Our ability to make decisions locally provides you the highest level of service at competitive rates. Your finances and home are important to you, and having a staff that you can trust makes all the difference. We make banking easy with real estate specialists and loan officers ready to help you. Stop by Heritage Bank on Highway 3 or contact us at heritagebankmn.com and see how the professionals at Heritage Bank can help you build your future.
Thomas Gardens in Faribault is set to get you ready for the holidays. Choose a porch pot and fill it up with their great selection of greens, birch, and spruce tops. Grab a wreath for your front door to greet your guests. For your dinner table, they have squash, honey, syrup, and wild rice. And if you're heading out of town and need a gift, they have local products arranged in baskets to share with your hosts. Thomas Gardens and Nursery, conveniently located along Highway 20 between Faribault and Northfield. Thomas Gardens, here to get you ready for the holidays.
Remodeling your home is a way to breathe new life into your house, and the process can be made easy with Schmidt Homes. Their team has extensive experience in partial and total home renovations, meaning your home will be completed quickly and to your standards, allowing you to enjoy your newly renovated home with peace of mind. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
Northfield Retirement Community is proud to introduce Enhanced Care Assisted Living. In this recently expanded area of our campus, we have increased daily licensed nursing coverage, making it possible to provide a higher level of clinical care and monitoring to those in need of additional support. This enhanced model of care provides more choices, allowing residents to age where they are. Contact Northfield Retirement Community for more information at northfieldretirement.org. Northfield Retirement Community, innovation, choice, tradition.
Raider Automotive is a full-service repair shop, collision center, and the only AAA authorized towing facility in Northfield. That means if you are in a minor or major collision this winter, or a deer finds your vehicle, Raider Auto can handle it all. We work with all major insurance companies to handle your vehicle from the tow to completing all your vehicle's repairs. Raider Auto on Highway 3 South in Northfield, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. Or find us at RaiderAutomotive.net. Go Raiders!
What is your dream living location? Full service condo building, low maintenance house, house on a lake, lots of acreage? There are so many options. To start the search for your ideal location, contact one of our local and relentless agents at Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group today, or visit our website at c21atwood.com. Century 21 Atwood and Professional Pride Group. We're unstoppable together.
At Hometown Credit Union, we are proudly celebrating our 50-year anniversary. What originally started with little more than a ledger book and a cash box, Hometown is now a not-for-profit financial institution that serves the needs of over 23,000 people. We offer all the products and services you expect, while also being personal enough to truly partner with our members through all of life's journeys. Join us at www.hometowncu.coop and see why the Hometown Credit Union can be your trusted partner for financial success.
Northfield Insurance offers more than just home and auto. They offer business insurance, health insurance, life insurance, and bonds as well. They have a combined 147 years of experience across 6 employees to make sure that you are getting the best possible insurance for your exact needs. Not only will they protect what's yours, they'll make sure that you're cared for like family. Find out how you can get the right insurance for you at nfldins.com or by calling 507-645-8861. Northfield Insurance Agency. They've got you covered.
Are we back? I believe we are.
Part of Northfield, the Chamber of Commerce is more than a business network. It's the pulse of our vibrant community, bringing small, large, and local businesses together and supporting growth that strengthens the economy. The Chamber also promotes tourism, inviting visitors to experience the charm of our historic city. Whether it's strolling through our quaint downtown or attending one of our many events, we showcase all the reasons to fall in love with this beautiful town. The Chamber, where community, business, and tourism come together to make the city thrive.
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. Is your kitchen feeling cramped or your bathroom outdated? Maybe your basement is just wasted space. With the holidays around the corner, imagine hosting in a home you're truly comfortable in and proud of. Let's get your home ready for the holidays. Visit nccbuilders.com.
And welcome back to Northfield Live, where on your Heritage Bank scoreboard update, the Northfield Raiders, they were able to equalize the scoreboard a little bit. It's 1-1 in favor of, well, it's a tie game, so there's really no favor of. But let's take a look at how we got to this part of the matchup on the Community Resources Bank replay. There was a beautiful setup from Northfield where the puck was down in the Lakeville North zone, and Ben Geiger got the puck along the near boards, and he took a shot, and Charlie Becker was right there to tap in this rebounded shot. So let's see if we can pull the replay up here for that goal on the Community Resources Bank replay this afternoon. And here we go. Community Resources Bank replay. As you can see, Ben Geiger takes the shot, and it wasn't even really a rebound. Charlie Becker was putting a screen on, and he was able to get his stick down just in time to kind of deflect the puck past the netminder Mayfield for the Panthers here. So now the score is all tied up at 1. And taking a look at some other stats, we only had, 2 penalties in the entire second period. We only had 1 in that first period. So the penalty kills on both sides of the puck are just phenomenal this afternoon. They are not giving up any unwarranted shots and unwarranted opportunities for goals, for power play goals for either side. So when we talked with the coaches in both the pregame interviews, they both said that power plays and special teams were some of the things that they have been focusing on in practice over the last couple of days and the last couple of weeks, and just hoping that the teams can capitalize on most of the opportunities that they have been presented for some of these power plays given here this afternoon, and so far they have indeed. But taking a look at some other scores from around the area today, first up in the Big Nine, we have Fairmont. They were defeated by Winona on their own home ice by a score of 9-0. Similarly, they defeated Red Wing 4-1, and the Blake School defeated Mankato West by a score of 4-1. And over on one of our sister stations, Albert Lee Live, the Albert Lee boys hockey program, they are leading 2-1 in the third period at the most recent scoreboard update there. And right now, Northfield, we're tied up at 1 with Lakeville. And the nightcap game for the evening, Rochester Century, they're hosting River Falls this evening at 7 o'clock. Let's take a look at the South Suburban scoreboard or other games going on this afternoon. Holy Angels, they are hosting Prior Lake, or they did this afternoon. Hastings, they hosted Egan. Minnetonka, they hosted Shakopee. That game might just be wrapping up. I'm not entirely sure. They started a half hour after us, so it's probably a best guesstimate that it is either in the late stages of the third period or that game might be over. And then Mounds View is hosting Eastview for the nightcap for the South Suburban Conference. And that is a look at your Heritage Bank scoreboard and the games going on around the South Suburban Conference and the Big Nine Conference. When we come back, we'll have the start of the third period, as well as we'll take another quick look at the schedule for both Lakeville and Northfield coming up here in just a little bit on Northfield Live. We'll be back right after this.
If your car is under extended warranty, there's no need to go back to the dealership. The team at Witt Brothers has dealt with every kind of extended warranty company. With a quick call, they'll know exactly what it will take to get your repairs covered. Warranties are there to reduce stress and risk. So let Witt Brothers make actually using that warranty as easy as possible. For all your automotive and repair needs, drive to Witt Brothers, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
Schmidt Homes is your one-stop shop for building a new home or remodeling your current home. They are known for their innovative designs, meticulous craftsmanship, and high-quality materials. They have a customer-first way of doing business that keeps you in the driver's seat as they work to build your dream home. When you're ready to start your next project, be sure to check out Schmidt Homes' beautiful, modern, and regularly updated showroom for inspiration. Don't wait to start building your dream home. Learn more at schmidthomes.com.
The volume of positive feedback we receive about Northfield Live is at times overwhelming. So when one of you catches me before or after a game telling me thank you for being there, I try my best to stop what I'm doing and listen. I always try to communicate that we would not be able to provide this service without the advertising partners. Our sponsors cover a wide range of services. The ads on both the home page and on our advertising partners page are linked to each business's website, so you can get some information in a quick and easy way. Supporting our incredible sponsors is a great way to do business locally, and they provide the support to make everything on your screen possible. Thank you for watching Northfield Live, and thank you to those partners who chose to support us showcasing our Northfield students. Please check out our advertising partners tab at northfieldlive.com.
Located in downtown Northfield, Champion Sports has a great selection of Raiders, St. Olaf, and Carlton merchandise, including jackets, hats, and hoodies. Champion's got you covered. Champion Sports has everything you need for the hockey season, with a large selection of official CCM hockey equipment, including all the essentials, plus skate sharpening. You'll always be ready to hit the ice. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram to know when the latest seasonal gear is in stock at Champion Sports Northfield. Gear up like a champion at Champion Sports.
Franzen Bank and Trust, where our mission is to determine your needs, develop relationships, and deliver solutions. We do this with superior customer service through timely communication by empowered employees who love to support the Northfield Dundas area. I'm Aaron Nibby, and I chose to be a business banker at Franzen Bank and Trust for these reasons. Stop by and meet me for your business banking needs at Franzen Bank and Trust, off Highway 3 in Dundas.
Ho, ho, ho! It's time to celebrate the year-end closeout at Northfield Ford Chrysler. Give yourself the gift of 23% off select Ford products and interest rates as low as 0% on Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram products. But don't forget, vehicle trades have never been worth more. Don't wait for a better deal. Happy holidays from Northfield Ford Chrysler. When you're ready for an extraordinary sales experience, we're ready to serve anytime at FordandNorthfield.com and open 6 days a week, located on Highway 3 here in Northfield. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
It can be hard finding an eye clinic that makes you feel seen and cared for in a way that suits you. At River Valley Eye Professionals, we pride ourselves on tailoring our care to you and your specific needs. We won't just see you in our offices. We may see you at a local ball game or at the high school for another event. We get to know you and what you hold dear so we can give you the best possible care. Learn more at rvep.com. River Valley Eye Professionals. Don't miss seeing your world.
If your car is under extended warranty, there's no need to go back to the dealership. The team at Witt Brothers has dealt with every kind of extended warranty company. With a quick call, they'll know exactly what it will take to get your repairs covered. Warranties are there to reduce stress and risk. So let Witt Brothers make actually using that warranty as easy as possible. For all your automotive and repair needs, drive to Witt Brothers, located at 701 Division Street in downtown Northfield.
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. Is your kitchen feeling cramped or your bathroom outdated? Maybe your basement is just wasted space. With the holidays around the corner, imagine hosting in a home you're truly comfortable in and proud of. At NCC Builders, we're known for our quality craftsmanship and attention to detail. Whether it's upgrading your kitchen, creating a spa-like bathroom, or converting your basement into functional living space, we're here to bring your vision to life. Let's get your home ready for the holidays. Visit nccbuilders.com.
And back at it here on Northfield Live. And speaking of NCC Builders, we want to send a big shout out and a big thank you to them because they are one half of the 2024-25 Raider Boys Hockey Team sponsorship team this season. They are co-sponsor NCC Builder and Raider Automotive. NCC Builder specializing in transforming homes and building dreams. And Raider Automotive is your locally owned auto service shop, collision repair center, and towing facility. Thank you, NCC Builders and Raider Autos, for supporting Raider Boys Hockey on Northfield Live. And on the Heritage Bank scoreboard update, the scoreboard is sponsored once again by Heritage Bank, locally owned and managed. Heritage Bank is really community banking at its best. We live and work in the communities that we serve. It is 1-1 here at St. Olaf College, the home of the Olies. And it's tied up between Northfield and Lakeville North. And over on our sister station, I want to send a big shout out to them. The sister station, Albert Lee Live, it is 3-3 for boys hockey for Albert Lee and Mound West Tonka. So that game is in the closing final minutes of that matchup. 10:31 left to go in the third period there. But let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for both Lakeville and Northfield here this afternoon. First up on the Lakeville side of the puck, they are taking on Northfield today. They're going to have just 5 days off. They're going to play next on Thursday the 26th, so 2 days after Christmas Eve and a day after Christmas Day. They're going to take on St. Thomas Academy at the Dakota Ice Center Tradition Holiday Invite. And the next game after that will be on the 27th. So it's just going to be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday setup for Lakeville, 26th, 7th, and 8th. Hill Murray, St. Thomas Academy, and Prior Lake, no particular order there. And then their next game won't be until right after the new year on January the 2nd on Thursday. That game is going to be against Blaine at the Lakeville Arns Arena. And on the Northfield side of the puck, we've been saying this all afternoon for the most part, that they are the exception to the rule for the holiday tournaments this year, in that they are not going to be in any holiday tournaments. They have 5 days off. They have a week off. Their next game is not until the 28th, and that's against Detroit Lakes, and we'll have that game right here on Northfield Live at Lakeville Ice Arena. And then they'll be taking on Mankato West and Owatonna, both of those on the road on the 4th and the 11th. And then their next homestead will be on the 14th against Rochester Mayo. And that's a look at your schedule for both sides of the puck here this afternoon. And it almost looked like they were going to switch out Gavin Winter for Max Frank here.
I think it's Dylan Morrow who's on the bench.
All right.
I think Gavin played JV. That's why he's not starting.
Oh, okay. Well, it almost looked like they were going to switch out netminders, but I think Frank still got the nod. I think whoever is their backup goalie, I think that is actually, it looks like number 30 or 31. I can't tell from this angle. They were just giving him a little bit of a words of encouragement going into this last 17-minute frame here in this matchup. But Lakeville North, they win the draw. Chasing after it is number 4, Bridger Riley. And Stewart chasing after in Lakeville's zone, loses his footing, and he passed out in front. Nobody there. Another shot put on net by number 7. That was Will Cashin. That goes wide, and it's back out into neutral ice. Cashin with it, off his skate, left, right, shot, and a goal! Pass out in front to number 21. That was Griffin Kennelly, and Kennelly was right there, wide open net, and he puts a shot on goal, and it's now 2-1 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard in favor of Northfield.
I mean, there's your 2 leaders, Griffin Kennelly and Will Cashin. Bang, bang, goal. Will through the defense, over to Griffin Kennelly, and right in the net.
So it's now
2-1 Northfield. Not even a minute into the third period.
So now, here we go. Here's the call. Kennelly. And Cashin. All right, let's see. We'll try to get that Community Resources Bank replay coming up here at the next stoppage of play. But now with the puck are the Raiders. Simon with it on the near boards. And they dump it back in. Chasing after it will be number 27. That is Gilquist for Lakeville North. But now with the puck is number 22, Williams Zwelderling. And there's going to be an icing upcoming here. And let's take a look at that Community Resources Bank replay of that last goal. That is just a beauty. And as we see there, Cashin, he gets the puck over to the final eventual goal scorer, Kennelly. And that now increases the lead 2-1 in favor of Northfield. Puck drop coming up here on the glove side of the netminder. And it looks like number 17, Brody Jensen, is going to take the draw. Shot put on net by Faust. That goes back behind the net. And now it's picked up by Lakeville North. 3-on-1 situation. Cross ice pass. Shot. That is saved by Frank.
Great job by Max Frank there.
And as the puck rides the rail there, it gets picked up by Lakeville out in front, but stolen away by Northfield. Shot put into the screen. Nobody home. And now with the puck is Charlie Becker on the near boards. He dumps it in. Chasing after it is Lakeville and Northfield. Lakeville with it, and they get the puck stolen away by Northfield. Ben Geiger. Geiger back behind the net, back off the boards. Wrapping it around at the top of the dots, now at the blue line. Trying to go in, coast to coast, back. Referee needs to get out of the way. Riley along the blue line, shot, and that goes off the glove. Now Lakeville North dumping out the puck, and there's going to be an icing. 14:36 left to go here in this matchup.
First 2 minutes already. Raiders are looking great. Scored already. Playing good offense. Not letting the North get too much going. If they can hold out the rest of this game, they should be able to pull out the game or pull out the win.
Puck drop won by Northfield. That goes wide of the intended target. That was number 2, Ben Geiger. But now Northfield and Lakeville fighting for it at the blue line. Northfield dumping it back out to neutral ice, but picked up by Lakeville. Now with it is Crombie. Shot put on net. That goes wide. Conby with it on the far corner. Geiger fighting him for it. That's poke checked away by Lakeville. And that goes out into neutral ice off of a block and a delayed offsides, but they wave it off. Stick save by Frank. Cashin with it, back in his own zone. Cross the blue line. Off the boards, into the blue line. And how is there not a hold or anything like that on Lakeville?
Oh!
Lakeville is getting away with a lot of penalties here this evening. We'll tell you more about it in just a sec at the next stoppage of play. Let's see if we can get a replay of that last missed penalty there. But now Lakeville dumping it back in to the Northfield zone. And Lakeville with it out in front. Shot goes up and over. 13:10 left to go here in this second period of play. Becker with it. Stolen away by Northfield. Kennelly dumping it back in. Picked up by Whiteman. Whiteman left, right, shot. That goes wide. Just under 13 minutes left to go here. Whiteman back behind the Lakeville net. Picked up by Lakeville off of a poke check. Now Whiteman with it off of a little scrum. And back out to neutral ice. Picked up by Simon. Simon getting it up to Whiteman, who's the cherry picker. Chasing after it, too, is Kennelly, and Whiteman puts a shot on net. And there's a little bit of extracurricular talking going on. And do we have that? All right, let's see that Community Resources Bank replay of that throwdown.
It looked like there was a hold, and he just threw him down to the ice.
He just grabbed his arm and went.
There was no hold penalty called there, which just boggles my brain right now. But we're going to have a puck drop won by Northfield. And Fogarty dumping it in the near corner. Picked up by Lakeville. Lakeville off the boards. And into the zone, and it's going to be a icing called. And I was talking with our fearless leader, Lance, in the last break here, and we noticed that Lakeville is being a lot more aggressive and physical. The physicality is brought hard tonight by Lakeville, but Northfield is just trying to play their game, and I think it's because they lost one of their studs, Northfield did, and that was their physical player from last year. But if they're going to compete with a team like Lakeville here tonight, they need to have that physicality. Lakeville in the zone. Picked up by number, I think that's 18 or 19, Andrew Thompson. Off the boards is Northfield. Weber with it on the near boards, cross the blue line, passes it off to number 14. That is Becker. But Becker loses control of it, gets picked up in the neutral zone by Riley. Riley cross-ice pass over to Geiger. Geiger skating it across the blue line, stops and pass out in front, and it's blocked by the screen. Picked up by Lakeville. Stolen away by number 21, Kennelly. Kennelly back behind the net to this number 9, Michael Stewart. Lakeville poke checking it away. And now with the puck is Lakeville. Trying to clear it out of their own zone, but Northfield just doing a great job of protecting the puck. Riley, hard hit on Foley right in front of us here. And now Lakeville North with the puck. Foley chasing after it, so is Kennelly. Now it's picked up by number 10, Logan Nelson. And a shot put on net by number 19, Andrew Thompson. That was saved by Frank. Lakeville North keeping it and wrapping it around the back of the net. Picked up by Baker. 10.5 minutes left to go here in this third and final period. With the puck now is Stewart. He jukes and jives in and out of the defense, and a pass put out in front, and there's going to be a high sticking call on Kennelly. So this is kind of an interesting call here. They're going to call a stoppage of play for a high stick, but they're not going to assess a penalty here. So,
hey, I mean, we get a face-off in their zone. We'll take it.
Face-off coming up here on the glove side of Lakeville North. Pumper dumping it back down, picking it up, down low, a shot and that would have been a beautiful save, or that would have been a beautiful goal by number 22, Oliver Benjamin, off of a pass from Christian Whiteman, I believe that was.
Yep.
But it just didn't capitalize.
10 minutes remaining in this third period.
And now with the puck out in front and a shot put on net. And Whiteman not liking that. And there might be a 5-minute major coming up here. Oh, man, Whiteman did not like the fact that Lakeville was hassling his teammate. So let's take a look at that Community Resources Bank replay. So a shot was put on. They saved it. And then Whiteman went in to protect his teammate. Oliver Benjamin was on the ice after a little scrum. So, yeah, there's going to be, I think, a major penalty coming up here for both Lakeville and Northfield. So we're going to have equal strength for both squads. Let's see if they announce the call here, and if they do, we'll take a timeout and take a listen here. Under 10 minutes left to go, and a hard hit put on by Lakeville North to number 20. That's
Miles.
All right, here we go. Okay. So
I think they're just 2-minute offsidings.
No, I think there were major penalties, but so we have major penalties. So now it looks like, oh man, Lakeville North just got another goal, so they are taking the lead here. Let's take a look at that.
No, it's tie game.
Oh no, excuse me, it is a tie game, yeah. So let's take a look at that Community Resources Bank replay, see what happened, as we were conversing. So it looks like Lakeville North got the shot and a top shelf goal by number 6 from 14th, so Blake Bachmeyer. In the third period, it is now 2-2 in favor of Lakeville North. Or no, excuse me, all tied up. Wow. It's a long day. It's been a long day. 9 minutes left to go here, and we are still 5-on-5 with those major penalties still assessed to both teams. I think both players are going to sit the rest of the period. I don't know. But Conboy, he gets the puck.
Well, if it's 5 minutes, they would be back around about 4 or 3.
But now Lakeville with the puck down in the Northfield zone. Conboy takes a shot, and it's saved by Max Frank. And man, just Northfield with that penalty and that goal were just two things that broke down in their offensive and their defensive playbook, and not something that they really wanted to do this late in the matchup. But now chasing after it for Northfield is number 8, Carter Simon, and there's going to be a stoppage of play here. I think it might be like offsides, or it might have gone up into the netting. They probably, went up into the netting, so they're going to stop the play. Puck drop coming up on the glove side of Frank. Now with the puck is Northfield. Getting it out of the zone is number 7, Cashin. And chasing after it now after Lakeville dumped it back in was number 5, Joey Fogarty. And they're able to clear it all the way down, and Lakeville picks it up back behind their own net. That is 21 on my score sheet, Brent Wines. And now with the puck in their own zone is Northfield. They dump it back out, but it's picked up and neutralized by Lakeville. Northfield poke checks it away, and Cashin picking it up. Crosses the blue line into the Lakeville zone. Takes a shot, and it's glove saved by Frank.
You mean Mayfield?
And now, Mayfield. Now looks like.
Oh, no, it was 2 minutes offsetting. I knew
it. Okay. So now we got our players from the sin bin out on one out on the ice, one for Northfield. The other one went out to the bench. And they're going to redo this puck drop here with just under 8 minutes left to go in the third period. Benjamin taking the face-off for Northfield. That's won by Lakeville, though. And that goes up into the net, and they're going to stop the puck once again.
2-2, 7:52 left in the third period. This one, I feel like, is going to come down to the wire. If the Raiders, we really need to get something going now, though. Just getting Whiteman back from the penalty box.
Northfield winning the draw. Riley getting a cross-ice pass over to Geiger. Geiger back over to Riley. Riley in his own zone, getting it up to number 20. That is Kennelly. Kennelly dumping it back in. Picked up on the far boards by Oliver Benjamin. Now with the puck is Lakeville. Back behind their own net. Trying to get a breakout play going. Stolen away by Benjamin. Stolen back by Lakeville, but stolen back once again by Geiger. Geiger from the dot, and that goes wide. Riley with it at neutral ice, back in his own zone, getting it up to Geiger, Geiger going across the blue line. He wanted to keep a hold of it, but Whiteman was able to pick it up and gets it back to Geiger. Now with it is Griffin Kennelly.
Miles Kennelly.
Miles Kennelly, excuse me. Kennelly back around the net, back to Geiger on the far boards. Geiger trying to find an open teammate. He finds one in Benjamin, but Benjamin loses control of it. Foley getting it up to number 19. That is Andrew Thompson.
Great defense by Bridger Riley.
Riley poke checking that one away. And with the shot was Conboy, I believe. That's stick saved by Frank. Now the puck out in front. Conboy with it. Cross ice pass over to Wines from the blue line. And that shot into the screen. Nobody home. 6:20 left to go in this third period. And the Northfield Raiders dump the puck, and there's going to be an icing called. And taking a look at the shots, I mean, there's 22 for the Raiders, 19 for the Panthers. Both goalies have let in 2, so really they've saved 20 and 17 respectively. So the goalies doing what they do best here this afternoon at St. Olaf College. Now the Northfield Raiders get it back behind their own net, picked up by Lakeville. With the puck is Samuel Moore. He gets it out to the blue line. That shot goes wide. Now with the puck, dumping it right back in is Wines. Calling for it out in front is number 6, Caden Decker. Decker dumping it back around. And now with the puck is Kennelly. Getting it over to Cashin. Cashin on a 3-on-1 situation. That's stolen away by Lakeville. Lakeville bringing it up the near boards. That is Decker. Decker's shot. That goes into the stick of Frank. Back out to the blue line. One-time shot and a goal. Oh, man. Wines off of a one-time shot and a one-time pass. Now the score is 2-3. Let's take a look at Community Resources Bank. Decker with the shot. And from the blue line. And what happened, too, was Cashin tried to stop it. And Max Frank, he skated just a little bit too far to his right, thinking that that's where the puck was going to go, leaving the glove side wide open, and it just inched its way on in. So 5:30 left to go here in this third period, and that was a great goal once again from Decker. So now it's 3-2 on your Heritage Bank scoreboard update. Now with the puck back in their own zone is Northfield, and a hit from behind from Lakeville North, and that was a hard hit to the back by Lakeville North. I think Sam Foley was not a big fan of number 4. That was Riley. Yeah, even our producer Joey, he saw that, and that was a rough one. So they're going to have it all the way down in the Northfield or the Lakeville North zone. And number 7 for cross-checking, even though that should have technically been a checking from behind, but oh well. Now with the puck is Riley at the blue line. Cross-ice pass over to Geiger. Geiger down low. Shot. Nobody home. Shot. Another shot. Smacked out of the air by Lakeville. Now Geiger with it. Back out to Riley. Down low to Kennelly. Back out to Riley. Over to Geiger. Down low. Into the screen. Nobody home. Kennelly back around the net. Now back out to the blue line. Here's Riley with it. Hands it off to Geiger. Geiger skating to his right. Shot and it almost went in. And Lakeville North, they
thought that one was coming up here.
They dump it all the way back down, and picking it up is Riley. A minute left to go here in this power play for Northfield. And now with the puck is Stewart. Stewart on the far boards, and it looked like he got tripped up, and Geiger even was calling for a trip. But the ref's not seeing that one, and the puck goes up and into the netting. Not the one that Northfield wants, but they're going to have a stoppage of play here. 49 seconds left to go here in this penalty to number 7, Sam Foley. And with 4:01 left to go in this third period, Northfield trails by 1. Now with the puck out at the blue line is Fogarty off of a pass. Shot into the screen. Nobody there. Chasing after it is Conboy for Lakeville. He dumps it back behind the net. Picking it up for Northfield is number 5, Joey Fogarty. He gets it all the way up, and Pumper going coast to coast. Loses control of it. Picked up by Lakeville's number 21, Brett Wines. And now with the puck at neutral ice is number 5. That is on my score sheet here. I can't find him. Joey Fogarty. And now Lakeville, they tap it down into the Northfield zone. And Fogarty getting a pass from Max Frank. Fogarty, cross-ice pass up to Pumper. Pumper, that gets stolen away by Lakeville, picked up by Stewart. Stewart trying to do a crossover, moving up into the netting and over the glass was the puck from Lakeville, and it was so far down there, I even ducked. I even hit the deck.
Yeah. I just went.
So it looks like somebody got a free puck, or they're going to give it back to the official down in the penalty box here, but
3 minutes remaining in the third period. The Raiders are down 1.
Riley out in front, and a shot put on net by Ben Geiger. That is saved. But now Northfield with the puck once again. Geiger with it down low in the far corner. And a hit from behind, and how that wasn't a penalty is mind-boggling. Cashin trying to knock it back into the zone, but back at it. Cashin with it. Up to Stewart. Stolen away by Lakeville. Lakeville right in front of the Northfield net, or bench. And now Michael Stewart getting hit hard, and he's going off, and they're going to dump the puck back into the Northfield zone, back around the net. Picking it up on the far corner is Geiger. Geiger trying to clear the puck out. Little miscommunication. Cashin almost gets a stick on it, but it's picked up by Lakeville. They dump it in. Now Geiger with it. Back over to Riley. Riley back over to Geiger. Back to Riley. Back behind his own net. Getting up to Cashin. Cashin all the way up to Kennelly. Or no, excuse me, that was Becker, but the Lakeville North Panthers, they dump it back into the Raiders zone. Now Conboy puts a shot on net with a glove save by Frank, and I think that's what the Raiders desperately needed at this point in the matchup. Just a big play from Frank like that to stop the play with 1:45 left to go here in this third period. And
timeout called.
And there's going to be a timeout on the ice. Let's take one as well. We'll be back after this minute timeout.
Part of Northfield, the Chamber of Commerce is more than a business network. It's the pulse of our vibrant community, bringing small, large, and local businesses together and supporting growth that strengthens the economy. The Chamber also promotes tourism, inviting visitors to experience the charm of our historic city. Whether it's strolling through our quaint downtown or attending one of our many events, we showcase all the reasons to fall in love with this beautiful town. The Chamber, where community, business, and tourism come together to make the city thrive.
Hi, I'm Adam Steffel, president of NCC Builders. Is your kitchen feeling cramped or your bathroom outdated? Maybe your basement is just wasted space. With the holidays around the corner, imagine hosting in a home you're truly comfortable in and proud of. Let's get your home ready for the holidays. Visit nccbuilders.com.
Back at it here on Northfield Live, and we are in a timeout on the scoreboard update brought to you by Heritage Bank. It is 3-2. Let's take a look at that last penalty that should have been called. A very hard hit into the back to number 4, Bridger Riley. And the last time that a call like that, or the play like that happened, they got a cross-checking on Lakeville North, but now that one wasn't a cross-checking or a checking from behind. So just got to wonder what, if the refs had a meeting saying, all right, let's call this one but not call that one. But you know what? I'm not going to harp too much on the refs. Let's bring it back to the action. Cashin getting it across the blue line, getting it over to Kennelly. Cashin back behind his own net, or back behind the Lakeville North net, and it's stolen away by Lakeville. Gets out from Simon. Simon puts a shot on net. That goes wide. Kennelly with a pass out in front to number 7, Cashin.
Raiders goalie is pulled.
And they are pulling the goalie here, and Conboy with it, getting an extra attacker. Geiger out on the ice, and now with the puck is Northfield. Northfield passing it out to Geiger. 1:06 left to go here in this third period. And the Raiders keeping the puck, trying to keep the puck into the Lakeville zone. Geiger over to Riley. Shot out in front. That's a screen. Nobody there. Geiger down low to Cashin, and a shot that goes wide. Riley with the puck. Down low, back behind the net is number 11. And a shot on net. That goes in the screen. Nobody there. 21 or 34 seconds, excuse me. Lakeville North off the glass, kept in, and another empty net goal from the bench. Seals the fate of the Raiders here this evening. It is now 4-2 on the Community Resources Bank. Let's take a look.
Wow.
Just Ben Geiger did everything he could to try to keep that from going in all the way down the ice. And now Northfield is trailing by 2. And let's take a look here. Once we get the call with an empty net goal. We'll see who scored that. 19 seconds left to go in this matchup. Lakeville getting it up to Wines. Wines dumping it in. 10 seconds left. And Northfield getting the puck. Fogarty trying to clear it out. And with the puck down in his own zone, that will be it for this matchup. Just a tough loss for Northfield here this evening. 4-2 is your final score. And oh man, Lakeville, they improve on their season record to 5-3 on the season. And Northfield, they drop to
7-2-1.
7-2-1 for their overall record. Let's take another look at the Community Resources Bank scoreboard replay for that last goal here. Let's see if we can catch a number for you to tell you who got that goal. Just it's tough,
hard to tell.
but I don't think it really matters at this point here.
We don't know.
Trying to figure that out here. The guys next door to us here at our media row trying to figure it out too, but it doesn't really matter at this point. They sealed the fate 4-2. We'll be right back here on Northfield Live. We'll have a replay. Number 14. Okay, our producer is saying 14. Blake Bachmeyer got an empty net goal, unassisted late in the third period.
14.
And we'll have a look at the rest of the goals. We'll break down the goals coming up here in the post-game show. And your post-game cleanup brought to you by Service Master by AOT. When disaster strikes, demand the yellow van. We'll be back on Northfield Live right after this.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by IAT's janitorial services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by IAT today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Northfield Live doesn't just provide game coverage. We provide opportunities for Northfield youth to showcase, learn, and experience many aspects of media. Practice their communication skills by providing play-by-play and color announcing, getting interviews with fellow students or coaches, or writing stories. They can showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media, running cameras for events, or producing a game like the one you're watching now. We also utilize the talents of adults to help mentor and provide a quality experience for the students. If you or someone you know might be interested in growing our coverage, you're welcome to call, text, or email us from the Northfield Live page at any time.
Welcome back to Northfield Live, where the final score in your Heritage Bank scoreboard update, it was 4-2 in favor of Lakeville North. And just a quick recap here of the goals. There was one goal for Northfield in the first period, one goal for Lakeville in the second period.
All the way around.
Oh, wow. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Northfield, they scored only once in the first two frames, but then Northfield in the third, they were able to get another goal to get the lead early, but then Lakeville, they just took the ball and ran with it all the way down to the end of the ice and, so to speak, into the end zone, and they got 3 goals within a matter of minutes in the third period. Let's take a look here at this second goal. It was a beautiful goal from Northfield. That was number 7. That was, where is he on my sheet here? Cashin.
he got it over to, I think that was Kennelly, wasn't it? And Kennelly was just right there for a one-time rebound shot, and the goalie was just out of position enough to get the puck into the back of the net. But I think another big goal from this matchup was late in the third period.
Yeah.
That was a tough one for the Raiders to give up late in this matchup because they had pulled their goalie to kind of alleviate some of the pressure, get
And
that
he
extra attacker out
just
there.
throws it off the
Bachmeyer
boards.
gets it right in front of his net, or right in front of his bench for Lakeville North. He alley-oops it from the blue line and or just inside the blue line, and number 2, I want to say that was Geiger. He does a leaping hand toss, tries to get a glove on it to keep it down in the zone, but he was unable to, and the thing just skated across the ice. Nobody was around to stop it, and it just scooted right across the blue line or the red line into the back of the net, and that sealed the fate for this matchup. And you know what? Hats off to Northfield for playing a really tough game against a really physical team out of Lakeville. And, good luck to Lakeville the rest of the way. Once again, Lakeville, they improve to 5-3 on the season. Northfield, they dropped to 7-2-1 on the season. Let's take a look at the schedule coming up for both sides tonight. Lakeville North, they are going to be in their holiday tournament here in the next couple of days, starting on Thursday the 26th against St. Thomas Academy. Then they'll be taking on Hill Murray and Prior Lake at the Dakota Ice Center Tradition Holiday Invite. And then their next regular season matchup, so to speak, will be against Blaine on Thursday the 2nd of January. And for your Northfield Raiders, the schedule looks like this. Their next game, which will be a game that we'll have here on Northfield Live, will be on December the 28th at home against Detroit Lakes, and then they're going to be off until the 4th. So it's going to be Saturday matchups going forward here for the next couple of weeks. December 28th against Detroit Lakes at home, and then the next two, the first one will be right down the highway against Mankato West, and then on the 11th of January against Owatonna at Owatonna. So that is a look at the schedules here for both squads. Before we sign off, let's take a look at the schedule or the scoreboard for the South Suburban Conference, which Lakeville North, they call home. Holy Angels took on Prior Lake this afternoon. Hastings took on Egan. Minnetonka took on Shakopee. Mounds View took on Eastview. And in the Big South Conference here, if my phone will load, let me just see here. My phone's not loading for some reason, so the Hockey Hub schedule scoreboard update. I know on our sister station, Albert Lee Live, Albert Lee was hosting Mound West Tonka. And the last I heard, I think it was like 4-3 late in the third period. We'll see if we can get our fearless leader Lance up here to try to get a scoreboard update on that one. But a lot of great games. I think if I remember right, Red Wing or something like that, they lost, or there was like 3 or 4 other matchups tonight, but we will take a look at those here in just a little bit if my phone can, or if the Hockey Hub can load the scoreboard for that one here.
When you're ready to work.
But we won't worry too much about it. But
yeah.
Albert Lee won it. Our producer Joey is telling us 5-4 on the scoreboard update over on our sister station, Albert Lee Live. So there we go. But for everybody here at Northfield Live, we want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank Joey, our producer this evening, Lance, our fearless leader, for running the camera, and also my broadcast partner for this evening, Lincoln. It was a pleasure, boys. Lincoln, I might see you next week against Detroit Lakes at the Northfield Ice Arena, but we will have that right here on Northfield Live in about a week. From all of us here at Northfield Live, thank you for watching, and to NCC Builders and Raider Automotive for sponsoring boys hockey on Northfield Live. Without them, we wouldn't be able to make these trips to St. Olaf or later in the postseason when that time comes. So we want to thank them for helping us and allowing us to do that. We will talk with you again